Hi, everybody, and welcome to Them Wise Girls. I'm your girl, Jada.
And I'm Nelly.
And I'm your girl, Lala.
And we are glad that you are here to watch this episode with us. How are you ladies doing? How was your week? How was your weekend? Because now we're at Sunday and we start a new week tomorrow and we're in a new month. Can y'all believe that the month is almost, well, not the month, but the year is almost over? We're already in November, and before you know it, we'll be in December, and then we'll be in January 2021. Like, what do you guys think? Like, how is it? How are you feeling about this year? It's been a different year than I think we've ever experienced. But what are your thoughts? What's going on?
I'm happy it's over. I'm happy it's almost over.
I am happy it's almost over as well. It's been
me too.
Crazy year.
Yeah.
And these months are flying like that. So I'm glad I started a new leaf, a new chapter. Let's go. I'm ready.
For sure.
I think 2021 is going to be phenomenal. I don't know why I say that. I just know that it's going to be a new year, a new date. Today, today we actually got an extra hour of sleep, even though I don't sleep.
I was up when it happened.
It was just nice.
I saw it go back to 1 o'clock.
Yes.
You were up?
Why?
You was up that late, girl.
I was up. I've been, honey, that's when the party started. I was up, and you know what? I have this thing. I do like to see the time change. So I happened to be up, and I saw the clock go back to 1 o'clock. After one.
No.
It was nice seeing it, but yeah, I don't know why I'm up all hours of the night. It's ridiculous. I really need to get it together. I think it's just been the pattern of being home, and
I don't know how you
from
function.
home. Honey, I be functioning. I be talking to students like, "Good morning, this is Jade." I be all energized, and then about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I be like, "I'm tired. I need to take me a little reprieve for 2 minutes." Because
you're not a coffee drinker either, so
I'm not.
You don't know how you go.
I drink it sometimes, not all the time. I'm not an everyday coffee drinker. I don't have to have coffee every day. Then I'm gonna be hyped up like a nut every single day. And I'm already hyped by nature.
I didn't have my coffee yet.
Yeah, so. No. I'm not a coffee drinker every day.
I won't lie.
But I could have it every other day. I could do it. I could do me coffee, but not every day. Because I'll be cuckoo for cocoa.
I am a coffee drinker. My body gets addicted to it. If I don't have it at a certain time, I get a headache. Or if I don't have it at all, I get a headache. So I didn't have my coffee yet. I will after this.
Well, I'm with you, Chanel, because that coffee is life. When I say it's everything, the day just is not started right if you don't have a cup of Joe.
Okay? That was my grandfather. He had coffee every single day. In fact, he introduced me to having coffee. I was having coffee from the age of about 8 years old. I was drinking coffee. So I don't need it every day. Like, that's not my thing. I just need it. You go, "Oh, can I have some?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll get you some." My grandmother used to hate it. But because he was my pop, he always, make sure I was good. So he would get me some coffee. So that's how I started drinking coffee. But I don't have to have it every day.
You know what's funny is there's a wives' tale, and I truthfully have always believed it, that when you drink coffee from a young age, it stunts your growth. That you are shorter.
I've heard that.
Well, I ain't short.
But see, that shows that it's simply a wives' tale. And all along, even when my daughter, my mother, she's got her drinking. She doesn't drink coffee like a lot, but like my mother is a chronic coffee drinker like Nelly. And so every time she drinks it, she's like, "Gigi, I want some toffee too. I want some toffee." She calls it toffee.
Coffee.
So
Ovey.
Now that I've been drinking it daily since being home, she sees me and I have to say, "No, it's tea." So she's been drinking tea when I'm drinking coffee or toffee, as she says. and still she'll sneak and have a little swig or here or there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very concerned about it because I don't want her to be stunted. So
honey, give it to her when she turned 8. I turned out fine. I'm taller than you.
This is true. You are taller than me.
This is true.
And you too.
Well, yeah. Not that much, but I'll take it.
But it reminds me, we're talking about everything. When did you guys first learn to make your own cup of coffee? Because I truthfully didn't learn till maybe I would say 12. What about you guys?
I'd have been about 10 or 11. Because remember, I started drinking it at about around 8. Not a full cup on a regular basis. Every now and then, my pop would give it to me. I wasn't having coffee every day with everybody else. No.
Yeah.
And I would always like it light and sweet because I like sweet stuff. It's not good for you. Don't do it on a regular basis. But I like it light and sweet. So I would say about 10 years old, I knew exactly how I wanted my coffee. Light and sweet. Don't give me any black coffee. I don't like it. I like it light and I like it sweet. What about you guys?
For me, I didn't get started into coffee. I say late 20s, maybe 20, around there. That's when I was like, ooh, I would go to 7-Eleven and make a cup of coffee. And then I was like, ooh, I could go and buy me some cup of coffee. So then we got the Keurig machine and that was it. And I would just buy different things of coffee and the creamers and sugars and the cups. And yeah, I got too many ice cold cups. You know, the cups with the insulated metal in it. I got too many of those. I use those every time for coffee. Coffee and water. That's it. It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Yes, coffee. I haven't had any in a while. I'm on my new healthy life journey, as Lauren would say. So I've been drinking just water and salsa water. I haven't had any juice in about 2 weeks. So it's been good for me. I find that I have a lot more energy, even though they say sugar gives you energy, you get hyped, but it's not that good energy. So I could say I wake up better. I feel better. So, I'm feeling pretty good. So I've been on my water kick and I've been doing good with it. I drink like a big thing of water every day. I just finished my first one for today. So I'm trying.
Good.
I can't do that.
We just have to get someone else to get on board with us. She's been very resistant.
The one down there. Yeah, we looking at you, Nelly. We got to get you on board to our healthy lifestyle because we're being healthy. We're trying to get our lives together so that way when we break out for COVID, we break it out. We like, boom, on Instagram. We like, hey.
Them wise girls here.
Boom. Look what we've been doing in quarantine. Okay.
That's right. But
so that is what we're looking forward to.
I always have to say, you guys get me going. And whenever I start something, I always tell you. And then it's like a week later, I'm like, oh, guys, I fell off the bandwagon. I can't do this. But I've got to say, this is now my 3.5 week going strong with Weight Watchers. So it's not too life-changing, but it is life-changing. And like you said, Jade, I just feel good. I get up, I work out. Usually I try and work out in the morning because it like sets the tone.
Oh, I ain't doing all of that just yet.
So today, I worked on the treadmill. I have the treadmill.
But still, I ain't doing all of that just yet.
Well, you can walk.
I'm gonna work out.
Okay, good. That's right.
There you go.
You can use cans right in your pantry to lift weights and things just to tone up, get your heart going, I gotta say, yes, I enjoy telling you guys because it really amps me up. And then when I hear your story, Jade, of, hey, I'm on this journey too, it's like,
we're gonna get Nelly on the journey with us.
She's gonna be there. I walk a mile from here to the bus, right? And at work, I go up 3 flights of stairs every single day. That is my cardio every day.
That's a long walk from your house to the bus,
cardio,
because I've seen it and I was like, oh, she good, because it couldn't be me. So she does. That's
cardio locked. You just now need to pay attention to what you're putting into your body.
I'm slowly doing it. Slowly.
Good. It takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. It takes time, and it's okay. It's okay as long as now you're trying to put forth that effort. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's right.
Yeah. So, what I wanted to talk about today, I had read an article about if schools should bring back home economics into schools.
Ooh,
like doing laundry, cooking, cleaning, because, you know, the generation coming up now, and even before our generation, really, they didn't have that. And we didn't even have that in school. I did a lot of stuff I learned at home through my mom teaching me and stuff like that. And so they're like debating if that is something that should be brought back into the schools where, you know, people learn how to do laundry, how to cook, how to clean, how to sew, how to do certain things. What do you guys think? Do you think that they should bring those things back into school so that young people have these life skills that is going to be with them for life and really help them?
I think so. Especially because I deal with the special needs kids, and some of these kids don't know how to do it, you know, so being taught at a young age, and then when they get older, when they go to high school, they should be able to do certain things around the house. Because I know I ask a lot of my students, hey, do you do laundry? Do you do this? Do you do that? And they look at me like, no, I don't do that. Even my older students, they're like, no. Well, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. What you mean you don't? Okay, so they should bring it back. They should bring it back. I was taught at the age of 10 or 12 doing laundry, dishes, helping mommy cook, you know, stuff like that. So like you said, Jade, I was learning from mommy and my grandmother Gammy, and seeing them. So, you know, you watch, you learn, you do it, and when you get older, you do it. So, what do you think?
Well, I have to tell the truth.
Uh-oh.
I am a late in life bloomer when it comes to the domestic things.
Oh,
I did have a home ec class in high school, I believe it was.
nice.
And I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We cooked a few things. We sewed a pillow. I think we sewed an apron at one point, and all by hand, I should say, by hand. So I can do some stitches. I don't remember the stitches by name in my head, but I could do it. I could sew a button on, and I could hem a pair of pants for you. Don't know how straight the line would be, but I could do it. But different than you guys, I will admit that I may have been a little spoiled growing up, but that is only because I have an older sister, as you guys are aware, and mainly she was responsible for assisting my mom in the kitchen as well as with the laundry. And I did start doing laundry sometime within the age or the time span of high school, but I didn't do it all the time. I will not lie that a lot of times, if I just didn't feel like doing it, I would negotiate something with my mom and my mom would do it for me. So I didn't actually start doing the full scope or expansion of domestic things until I got married. And at first it was a struggle. In fact, dishes is still a big struggle for me. Like, I hate it. And it's weird because anyone that knows me knows that I'm not OCD. I'm like not a germaphobe. However, when it comes to doing dishes, I have like this contact OCD, and it just turns on in my brain, and it's like, oh, the food in the sink and the dishes and the water, ooh, it's dirty. And don't let me ever see grime in the drain of the sink, and I gotta clean that out. It is not good. Even when I have gloves on, I'm in the sink scrubbing, like I feel so contaminated.
Wait, you wash the dishes with gloves on?
Yeah, when I have to wash them. If I try not to have to wash them, so what I do is I make sure they're scraped really good, rinse them in the sink, and put them straight in the dishwasher. Because if not, and they sit there in
Girl,
the sink,
the dishwasher.
Okay, but
ooh,
I love doing dishes. I don't know why. I just love doing dishes. I will wait for a big old pile
Oh
and
no,
wash them.
I don't love it
you
that
need to
much
live with
But
either.
me.
but I do hate when the water splashes on you and then the water gets all on you. I hate it.
Oh
I
no,
hate
I'm like, we
it.
cleaning this and it's gonna be cleaned good. Good. You hear me? So no, I'm very free and open with that. I am.
I love having a clean sink. Don't get me wrong. I love
Yes.
having a clean sink.
Yeah.
I just can't stand to touch dishes that have been in the
Food in
sink.
it.
Not like I'm taking my dish that I just ate from
For a
and putting
couple
it
of
in the
days. Like dishes for a
Like, if-
couple of days.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if it was
yeah.
from the night before.
No, I
my
could do the
mental
night
can't
before.
handle
I do.
do
If
that,
it's like
yeah.
more than the night before, then I feel away. But we try not to leave it that long. Like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
just to
yeah.
the next day.
Yeah, to the next day at least, but
Yeah.
not days after days. That's just nasty.
Now, how
But
were your grandmothers specifically? My grandmother loved to hand wash. I hear that, Nellie, you had said you love to wash dishes. My grandmother she loved to stand over the sink and wash dishes ever so slow. It was like so therapeutic for her.
Mine
And
did
she would
too.
mine too.
Mine did too.
really-
She's still like a very neat freak. She'll be like, oh, my house is a mess. And you go over there and it's spotless. And she took we got her Clorox wipes. Homegirl used up the whole thing. I said, Mimi, these are a shortage of Clorox wipes. You can't use them all up right now. And she's like, I'm sorry, but you know how I am. And I said, I know, and I understand that. But I said, still, we got to conserve it just a little bit. And this was like when it really started. So I was like, let's conserve just a little bit. I do know how you are. If I do see extra, I'll get you extra to give them to you. But we got to be careful with how we use the Clorox wipes. But
That's
she was very much so like that. Me, on the other hand, I was a little like Lauren, but I was like Chanel as well. I did the laundry, I did the dishes. Cooking was not my thing. And I think my mother still knows and understands that, because I could be starting a meal, cooking already, and here she come. Oh, I'll take over. I'll finish cooking. So I pray if I ever do get married, my husband understands that and he'll help me and work with me. Not that I cannot cook, because I can. I'm just not Chef Boyardee in the kitchen. Okay, I could do everything else. I iron, because I do iron for my mother. I iron her clothes. I iron my clothes. I'll iron. I even sew a little bit, and I learned that from my father, because he sews. My mom doesn't sew, but he does. So I could do a little patchwork. I'm like, Lauren, how long will it stay? I don't know. But I could patch you up and you'll be okay for a little bit. So that's good to go. It's good to go. But I feel these are good life skills to have. And our grandmothers, I believe in their day, they took these classes.
Yeah.
In their day, for sure.
Gammy, my grandmother, she made us dresses. So she would be in there with her little sewing machine. My mom knows how to sew. I did take a sewing class in school, like you, Lauren. I made a pillow. I don't remember what this pillow is now. But I don't remember how to sew anymore, because I took it and I didn't do anything with it. So I'll give it to y'all when I need some
patchwork. I'm
patchwork.
no seamstress. I sewed up my teddy bear. Her filling was coming out, and I put it back in and sewed it up. She still was working fine.
You know, I think you should show them one day. Maybe not today, but
I don't know where she is, Lauren. I don't know where Teddy is. I'm freaking out.
Okay, so guys, I have to tell you guys about this teddy bear. This teddy bear, every time I go to this chick's house, it's like it scares me. It scares the life out of me.
I don't remember this teddy bear.
You don't remember Teddy, Chanel?
Oh,
She's
no.
pink, and she's white, a white lamb, right? A white
She was
lamb.
a white lamb, and she had a little house coat. I got her the day I came home from the hospital as a baby. So it's a connection.
Well, the thing scares me, and it's like it's this limp Jay did. She tried to put the stuffing in it, but it's like a dead flat thing. And she prop it up. Oh, it scares me. I don't like it.
She was beautiful and her filling came out. And I would put plastic bags that we didn't use back into her to fill her up. And then I would sew her up because it was in the middle. And I would sew her back up in the middle every time.
And her limbs is dead. Like they just lifeless.
That's how her limbs were dead. That's just how it was as a teddy bear. Her limbs were like that.
Don't ever
She
want to
had
see
filling.
now.
She had filling, but the filling came out.
Ask to see this thing.
I don't know what happened to Teddy.
I want to see it.
I don't know what happened to Teddy. I was so upset because my grandmother would come and see it and she would take it to her house, wash it, and sew her up. So I don't know if she did that sometime and it's at her house.
Yeah.
But I don't know where Teddy is, but we're going to have to find her. I'm sending out a whole PPO investigation, whatever you call it, on my Teddy.
SOS.
SOS for my Teddy bear.
Find the Teddy. Oh boy. I really don't remember this Teddy though. I really.
I used to have
How you don't remember?
bed. You don't remember her?
I remember you having like little chiclets on your bed, but I don't remember this exact teddy bear. I don't
remember. Look for it, honey.
Purposely
I'm gonna need a picture or something.
I have to look for it. I don't know where it's at. I really do have to look for it.
So this reminds me of Allowance. You know, when our kid, when my kid is, when my kid is
like Nelly and I ain't got no hope in the future.
Okay.
No, you guys got hope. And let me tell you, I really hope and pray that you guys can experience what I have been experiencing. Because I think y'all think that I make it up, that she's a tolerable child and then it's just me being dramatic, oh la la. No, she's a lie. She's a lie.
No, she's not. She's just very expressive.
I've been around your child.
Me
I've
too.
been around your child one time, and we had the most. We connected right there and there. Even your father said, she don't go to nobody. She don't talk to nobody. Nelly, what did you do? Even you said it. Wow.
Well, I need to pack her up and send her because she's stressing me out. I'm having a hard time losing this weight because of this child. She got grays. I got grays over my ears.
Expressive. She's just being who she is, and I appreciate her for who she is because she tells it like it is. She says what you thinking.
Almost every week, I gotta bribe her. I feel like I'm giving her allowance for nothing. Like I gotta say, well, look, if you be a good girl and a big girl, we'll go to the toy store and we'll get this. Or if you're a good girl, I'll give you $1 so you could put it in your piggy bank. She is too much.
Tell the people how old she is. Tell them how old she is.
3 going on 13. Okay. She's 3
going on 30.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I should have sent you pictures. I took pictures of her today, and I'll have to share them with you guys next week because I have not downloaded them from my phone to my computer. However, when you see this little girl in her outfit, you'll say she is a 13-year-old in a little body.
Excuse me.
She looks like
Lauren.
Yes.
She's just like you. What did
exactly.
you expect?
No.
She's you times 2.
She's just a little extra.
She's expressive. I love her. I love when she goes, guys, guess what? I'd be like, oh, what you about to tell us? What's the tea, sis? I'll be ready. She's getting ready to tell you something. I love it.
She's about us. She's about us. She's about our love, and she loves us. Okay.
I love that about her.
I have to tell her that we're working because if not, she'll want to join the conversation.
You know what?
Hey, come on in. I want to hear what you got to say, girl.
Okay, one day she should come in her little cute little outfit. We can set her up and have a little chat.
And she'll be like, okay, hi guys.
And it'll be like a regular FaceTime because sis is always in our FaceTime. So
that should be always going. Who you talking to? I hear her. Who you talking to? I be like,
She does, and she gets defiant. If you don't answer her and ignore her, she says, "I said, who are you talking to?"
she walks over and looks, and she'd be like, "Hi."
And then she'd say, "That's Nelly." And that's JD.
Yep.
Oh, you're JD. That's JD.
She's cute. I love it. She is too adorable. So what type of allowance do you give her though? Like, do you say, let me give you 25 cents? Or does she know enough to say, no, that's not going to suffice. You're going to have to give me more.
Okay.
She knows. She knows.
Oh,
she either wants a toy. Oh, and let me correct you on this. So I called myself being slick, right? Because she likes expensive things like her mama.
And running a family, baby.
Okay.
So her grandmother was getting her these silly dolls called crybabies. And one day I'll have to have her come on here and show you guys these dolls. But they're dolls that cry and then the tears run down the face. And then you put the pacifier in and it stops crying, right? They have these big, gigantic heads. Don't know why they cost so much. They're like $25 a pop, right? Oh. So I'm like, I ain't going to the toy store to buy no silly doll that costs $25 that you have the same exact replica at home, except it just is a different hair color. Like they have different hair colors. One has purple hair, one has pink hair, one has orange hair, right? I'm done buying these dolls because my mother done bought her 3 or 4 now, right?
Dang.
So I'm like, you have enough of these dolls. But each one, you know how the advertisements, they dress them up to be so different. They put a different
outfit. Like Barbie.
Like Build-A-Bear, which
Barbie was like that too.
Yeah, but Barbie wasn't $25 in our day.
Well, yeah.
But you had to get the Barbie car, the house that my brother and next door neighbor broke that my mother looked all over for, and she had a heart attack and I had a heart attack. But we're not going to talk about that right now. Anywho, but it's like that. It's
now
like
I did not know that. I did not know that, Jade.
Yes, they was in here acting like it was WWF, and they broke my dollhouse. And my mother was on 10. She said, "Do you know how long it took me to find that dollhouse? Do you know how long it took me?" And that was a slamming dollhouse. I'll show y'all. I gotta Google it to see if they still have pictures of that dollhouse, because that was a beautiful dollhouse. Barbie had a nice house.
Did it have the pool? Did it have the pool?
Honey, I bought the set. They had a Mustang. They had a minivan. They had a Jaguar. I had a nice little family up in that house, girl. Yes, furniture and all. Yes.
Well, that we have to look that one up one day.
Yes, we do.
We gotta look that up.
Okay, because that sounds popping.
That's it. We're gonna go through our childhood and explore all of our wonderful.
Yes, that would be so amazing. Yeah.
So I will tell you, I used to give her allowance for good behavior would be toys. I won't lie. That's most kids, right? So I called myself being smart. And I started taking her to the dollar store. Well, sis don't know how to pick out one toy from the dollar store. She wants multiple toys from the dollar store, okay? So now she's on to the dollar store. So when I say we'll go to the store and we'll get something nice, right? She says, no, I want to go to the toy store. She ain't trying to go to the dollar store.
She says,
I want to go to the toy store. So now I just say, you know what? I'll just give her the $1. So now I give her the $1 to put in her piggy bank. Okay. Because she don't want the dollar store. She want the toy store. And we ain't got no real toy store no more. There are no toy stores, which really upsets me now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're all at Target, Walmart. Yes. Mommy went to BJ. She said if I had a Vaya with me, she would have a ball because they got all these toys in there for her. She would have a good time.
Yep. Let me tell you. So I tell you, I really always enjoy talking. I'm sorry that we have to always talk about Miss Rose, but I enjoy talking.
We do. I love talking about her. That's my little BFF. We about to have a convo after this.
Okay.
Like, where's she at?
Oh, trust, she will be right here. But I always enjoy talking to y'all. Y'all know
yes.
I unfortunately have to run So I rather, talk to you guys rather than run, but
let's just premiere. Well, as you know, every week we talk about a certain business, and this week we're talking about Swarovski, as y'all could see, by Celestine Simmons. She sells amazing jewelry by Swarovski, and it's dope. As you could see, I feel like I'm on the beach, and I really do want to be on the beach because I'm tired of being up in my house. I want to be on vacay. And here, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bracelets, beautiful jewelry. Like my mother goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because she's like, oh, I gotta get me some jewelry. I gotta get me jewelry from her. She loves it. She loves it. She loves it. So please check her out. Check out her business. We're gonna leave her information at the bottom. We hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and we'll be back again next week with a whole brand new episode of Them Wise Girls. Have a great week and enjoy your Sunday.
And as always, go ahead and like and share this video.
Please do. Have a good day. Bye, guys.